Hal pertama yang dilakukan adalah sebelum masuk ke pembelajaran di malam sebelumnya saya sudah share materi yang akan dipelajarin Berikutnya, sebelum pembelajaran saya sudah share absen di Google Classroom agar bisa diisi oleh peserta didik.
Okay, good morning everybody.
Morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
Okay, how are you today?
Fine, thank you.
I'm fine, thank you.
And
Udah
you?
dibaca, udah diisi daftar hadir yang ada di Google Classroom?
Udah, sir.
Terus yang postingan saya kasih tahu tadi di Google Classroom tentang apa coba? Kalau emang udah dibaca.
Tentang recount text, Pak.
So have you find out about it? Sudah pada dicari nggak tentang itu materinya?
Lumayan review dikit-dikit, Pak.
Okay, now let's talk about it. Kita bahas dulu tentang recount text. So, what do you know about recount text? Ada yang tahu tentang recount text di sini?
Recount text itu adalah sebuah...
Ini semalam udah saya share supaya kalian cari sendiri. Ada yang tahu nggak recount text apa dari yang udah kalian baca?
Jadi sebuah kalimat yang menceritakan kejadian yang sudah terjadi di masa lampau.
Di masa lampau. Okay, now let's see. So we got a text here. Kita punya teks di sini. Is there anybody want to read it? Ada yang mau coba baca nggak? Teks yang pertama. Siapa?
Nico.
Okay, Nico. Read it.
Watching movie. My sister and I went to see a film last night. It was an American movie called The Lost Flight. It showed how people can quickly change when they have to look after themselves in the jungle. It was an interesting film about a plane which crashed on a smell-empty island in the Pacific Ocean. Although the passengers were safe, nobody knew where the plane had crashed. So the passenger had to learn how to hunt for food in the jungle and how to catch fish from the sea to eat. After a few weeks, the passengers were eating raw fish and meat. After they had been on the island for 2 months, 3 of the men made a boat sailed away to find help. But their boat sank and they were drowned. The film ended without saying whether the passengers were rescued or not, but my sister and I enjoyed the film.
Okay, thank you, Nico. Even though there are some mistakes in your reading, but I appreciate it.
Hello students, how are you today? Hopefully you are fine. Now, I would like to explain about material for today. The material is about recount text. There are several things that we are going to learn. The first is definition, second is purpose, third is example of recount text, fourth generic structure, fifth language features, and the last is analysis of recount text. The first is definition of recount text. What is recount text? Recount text is a text which retell event or experiences in the past. Students, if you want to retell about your holiday to your friends, you can use recount text. Next is purpose of recount text. The purpose is to inform or to entertain the audience about experiences in the past. Students, the reason why you want to tell about your experience or event to your friends is it to inform them, right? That is the purpose of recount text. Third is example of recount text. Can you see the text here, students? Please try to read it carefully. Fourth is generic structure of recount text. This is the previous text that I'll show you. Let's take a look here. The first paragraph is orientation. Why? Because the writer in this paragraph provides the setting and introduces participant. And the next paragraph is events. Why? Because the writer tells what happened in this paragraph. And the last paragraph is orientation. Why? Because the writer gives a comment to the story. Actually, reorientation is optional. You can create orientation in your text or not, depends on you. Next, I would like to explain about language features of recount text. The first is using simple past tense. Second, using chronological connections such as then, first, and second. Third is introducing personal participants such as I and my group. Fourth is using linking verbs such as was, were, and heard. And the last is using action verbs such as looked, go, and change. Okay, students, this is the last section for this material for today. You can see the different color that I changed in this section, right? I made a different color to make you easier to know language feature of this text. Is it clear, students? Alright, I think it's enough for today. Hopefully you can understand this material easily. Have a great day, students. Thanks for watching and bye.
Have you seen the video? Sudah lihat videonya tadi, penjelasan singkat tentang recount text?
Sudah.
Sudah, Pak. Yes, sir.
So, recount text. Samuel, I want you to read it. What is recount text? Samuel?
What is recount text? A text which retells events of experience in the past. Its purpose is either to inform or to entertain the reader.
Sekali lagi, recount text itu adalah teks yang bertujuan untuk menceritakan kegiatan di masa lampau, yang bertujuan untuk menghibur para pembacanya. Paragraf pertama biasanya tentang memperkenalkan orangnya, seperti yang dicontoh tadi, atau waktunya kapan terjadi dan tempatnya di mana. Jadi setelah kita perkenalkan di orientation, atau di paragraf pertama, paragraf berikutnya is about event. Paragraf terakhir, reorientation. Jadi kalau kalian sudah ngasih tahu dia perkenalan, udah ngasih tahu tentang orangnya di sini paragraf pertama, terus di paragraf berikutnya kalian kasih tahu tentang urutan kejadian, terus di paragraf kalian harus buat sebuah reorientation. Jadi reorientation tentang kesimpulan atau ending dari cerita tersebut. Ketika kalian ingin membuat sebuah recount text, kalian harus mempertimbangkan beberapa hal. Now let's see the first one. It's about focus on individual people. The next one, use chronological connection. Terus di dalam paragraf kalian itu juga bentuknya harus dalam simple past. Now I want you, get this. Make a recount text about your past experience by considering the points that we have learned. Jadi saya mau kalian buat sebuah recount text tentang pengalaman kalian. Oke, pengalaman, ingat ya, yang kita bahas di situ adalah event, bukan tentang kalian ngapa-ngapainnya. Jadi jangan sampai salah arah kalian jadi buat kalimatnya jadi naratif, bukan. Kita bikinnya recount. Oke?
Yes, sir.
Oke, dan nanti tugasnya itu disubmit di Google Classroom kita.
Tugas yang sudah saya berikan waktu webmeet, selanjutnya anak-anak akan upload di Google Classroom sesuai dengan form yang saya buat dan bisa bertanya jika ada yang tidak jelas.